You know, late last month, thousands of would-be concert goers were duped by a fake festival in the Bahamas. Organizers billed Fire Festival as a luxurious party in paradise. Attendees describe a disorganized mess. Now, this summer, you can avoid a similar headache if you do a little homework. This morning, we're joined by Steve Mayer with the Better Business Bureau with some tips to avoid festival scams. So thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so this is the thing. I mean, people do get duped by these festivals.
Yeah, I think last time I checked, there's 9 lawsuits now related to the Fire Festival, so it can be a real headache. So we got some great tips for anyone out there looking to attend a festival or a good concert this summer. There's so many great ones in this area. So first things first, research the festival. A lot of times scammers will use a name that's similar to a real festival and just change a few letters in there, try to trick consumers there. So do your research, make sure it's the actual festival that you're signing up for. Also look for working contact information, working being the key word there. Call that helpline ahead of time before you actually need help, before there's actually an emergency. Make sure someone answers the phone, a real human answers the phone on the other end and is helpful, and make sure those numbers are legit. And then, of course, this is common sense, but avoid those too good to be true prices. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. A lot of scammers try to do package deals, give you discounts to these festivals, to these concerts, and they're just not legitimate, so be aware of that. And then double check with other sources. Say they're advertising a specific band is going to be playing at one of these festivals. Go to that band's website, make sure their touring schedule has that event listed, make sure it's legitimate, and just verify that through those other channels.
Now, when you say to look for that, like working contact info, is this something on a website that people are finding? Do they get emails from these festivals saying, hey, buy the, I mean, where would they be finding
kind of
this?
all of the above, and each one is a little bit different, but normally there would be a contact number to call on the website, or at least once you've purchased and you get that receipt in the email. So just make sure that's a working number.
So it sounds like the best idea is to really go through the legitimate website and not like these second party type things.
Absolutely.
Craigslist probably poses a big issue, especially for concert tickets and that.
Yeah, it's so easy to manipulate things on Craigslist, and we get that all the time through our BBB scam tracker tool. So when you are actually buying those tickets, pay with protection. We mentioned that last hour, but use a credit card. That's going to be much more simple process to dispute those charges if in fact it is fraudulent. Look for the secure sites. This is really important. It's going to be in the URL, HTTP, the S, that letter S means secured site. So anytime you're using your credit card online, make sure it's one of those secured sites. And then lastly, research the actual seller before you're deciding to purchase one of those tickets. Make sure the seller is legitimate, and there's ways to do that as well just by doing some online research. You'd be amazed what you can find out there with other people reporting problems with these people.
All right, good advice, Steve Mayer. Thanks so much for coming in, getting up early with us, because we